It's America's largest cement supplier. It's making its market debut today. Amrize, it's a spinoff from the Swiss building materials company Holcim. It starts trading here at the NYSE. The ticker symbol will be AMRZ, about a $30 billion market cap. And joining us is the company's CEO. He was the CEO of Holcim previously, Jan Jenisch. Good to have you here. Congrats on the spin. All right, one of the challenges always is figuring out who your shareholder base is going to be once you've spun off. You're looking to have investors who are interested in growth or return of capital. I mean, I'm looking at your adjusted EBITDA CAGR, at least what you put out there, 8 to 11%. I would assume you're trying to say, hey, we're a growth company. What gives you the confidence that you are?
No, we are. First of all, thank you for having us today. It's a great day. We will have a lot of new U.S. investors joining us as we have the first trading day today at the New York Stock Exchange. And we will be a growth company. We have, in the last 5 years, we doubled the sales. We went from $6 to $12 billion company. We have some of the highest margins and cash generation in the industry. I think we have been the most successful company in the last 5 years in the building sector.
Yeah, all right. So what would be an example of that, and what could give people confidence that that kind of growth will continue?
Oh, you should have a look at our materials, which we provide on the internet, our strategy, which is based on this amazing footprint we have with more than 1,000 sites we're having. We're supplying the whole country. We produce every single product we are selling. We are producing in the U.S. So we have the strongest network. We are number 1 in cement. We are number 2 in commercial roofing. We are number 5 in residential roofing. We really have a very exciting business, and our competitive advantage comes from our people, but even more so from all the locations of our factories and our logistics hubs.
So how much of your business is pure commercial? I know that you're doing roofing, for instance. There's big consolidation going on in residential roofing. But when I hear about you, I think you're involved in mega projects, and that's the big growth in our country.
Oh, we have, I think, the most balanced supply to all construction end markets. We have almost half of our business is in commercial, and we expect this to grow now from data centers to all the manufacturing investments we see. We have then about 30% of our business is in infrastructure, and we have a bit over 20% in residential. And what is very exciting for us is that we almost have a 50-50 balance of new construction and repair and refurbishment. So,
well, are you of the opinion that you can help consolidate yourself, our market, with your equity? I say that because Brad Jacobs, who runs a very impressive guy, QXO, trying to really consolidate roofing. I mean, you'll be able to, now you got a franchise and you got stock. I mean, maybe you look to consolidate too.
We have been a big consolidator. We went from $6 to $12 billion the last 5 years. We entered into roofing. We are a supplier of roofing systems, a producer, innovator, and QXO and others. They are distributors, so they are our partners, especially when it comes to smaller roofers, smaller shops. We partner with them to get the product to the construction site.
You think residential is in for a second wind? Can it get a second wind here?
So first of all, residential is great for repair and refurbishment at the moment. This is why for us it was so important to position the company that we have half of the business with repair and refurbishment, and that is going very well. You see all the data on how aging housing stock, so this is excellent. I think for new construction residential, we are at the lowest point now in 5 years, so there's a big gap, I think, a big housing needs, and I hope this will come back next year.
We talk a lot about data centers here on a daily basis. Some of the projects underway are truly enormous, whether it's Abilene and Stargate or what Meta's doing in Louisiana. Are you involved at all in any of those, or does the future construction of data centers present a real opportunity?
Oh, absolutely. So first of all, the data center is a reality now. So with all the AI, the new chip generation, you need much bigger centers, much more centers. And we are very excited to provide the structure and the foundation and the roof for the data centers. But we are even more excited to do all the infrastructure because data center needs a lot of power supply. They need water supply for the cooling. They need all the streets and everything. So we actually make more money to have the data center operating than the data center itself, which is still a very high-tech building, so very exciting, but we have more business around the data center to make it work.
At the same time, I mentioned you off camera. I flew into JFK last night, Giant Airport, a huge construction project, $19 billion. And I asked you whether you're involved, and you said yes. I almost felt that your answer was, look, if it's big, we're in it.
We are the number one in cementitious in North America, in the US and in Canada, so you hardly find any big project we are not involved in.
Is there one area or region where activity you think is the most robust at the moment? Southeast? Out west?
A lot of people talk about what's the highest state growth or we want to be in the Sun Belt or something. I believe you have to have a solid position, and we want to be a nationwide partner to our customers. We don't want to be just focusing on certain regions. Of course, Texas is the single hottest spot at the moment, but we invest in all regions.
We're looking at taking a look at some of your expectations there. So you're confident annual revenue growth rate can be 5 to 8%? You think you might be towards the top end of that range?
I think, we did more in the last 5 years. So I think we came out with a guidance we believe we can fulfill. We are the newcomer at the New York Stock Exchange, so we want to set the right expectations and meet the expectations.
All right. Well, we'll be watching and certainly appreciate your taking time. Congrats on the spin, Jan Jenisch, CEO of Amrize.